So the medical school has long been interested in digital education. We started lecture capturing years ago for students because they're so busy, they can't always be at lecture because they want to be in a clinic, or they want to review their materials over and over before an exam. So we provided lecture capture and review on portable devices, laptops, over the network for years and years. And the courses themselves, a lot of the materials we have moved over time from film for x-rays to digital. We bring that right into the classroom. And we have online one of the largest repositories in the world of anatomy images, histology, and pathology images that are used not just in our courses, but people, again, at medical schools, health education programs around the world. And we've also been increasingly trying to change the idea of what a class is. Medical school is very different from a lot of other programs in terms of our schedules and timing and who participates. So take fourth year of medical school. A lot of that time is spent out interviewing for your residency program. So courses that required physical presence were very difficult to really populate because the students would be missing. So some of our faculty members have started experimenting with, years ago, with providing the courses available online and using audio and video conferencing for collaboration regardless of where you are. That has now become a more routine available way of delivering courses out to our students in electives and in fourth year programs. So we find ourselves experimenting in a lot of different dimensions. One of the more recent areas that we're experimenting has been in the Coursera with the massively open online courses, where some of our faculty are just trying to take the materials they already provide to our students and seeing can that be enriched by making it available through these new platforms, and just learning about who signs up, what kind of feedback they provide. One of the things that we have found by making materials available digitally is that students are able to look at courses that they have not even considered taking, get a sample of what's included in that course, and help guide out a career, a course, a path, a minor that may be something that they weren't even thinking of because they had a taste of this course. So one of the things I would think about is making more materials available to help guide people's route through education, and also looking back to materials too. As you're here for 5, 6 years, whether you're working through a bachelor's degree, working through graduate degrees, be able to draw from your experience over that time, because you might often recontextualize it in new ways. So going back to the materials that you took 3 or 4 years ago and reviewing it, seeing it in a new light, and applying it. So that's a very basic and fundamental thing we can do that's just a building block for other activities. One of the other benefits of digital education materials is it's not a completely packaged linear course that you're working with. You think about the different components, they can be reused and repurposed in ways, again, you don't think about when you create them. So it may be another educator taking your materials and repackaging them or changing the order, or a student taking a sample of one set of materials, another set of materials, and creating a completely tailored learning environment for themselves. So I think that while we may have some idea of how the course is intended, and it'd be nice to share more of sort of the tacit information around how it was constructed along with the materials, I think that the real powerful results is when other people take that, see it in a new light, and construct even more interesting materials by combining and sharing. One of the things that's really special about the University of Michigan is how collaborative we are. No one ever talks about, well, I can't work with you because you're in a different school or college, or even the distances aren't really that great across campus, and so physically we can find each other and work with each other really well. So that philosophy allows us to do many interesting things. And so I think along digital education, you start bringing together expertise around all elements, whether it's the production of the materials, whether it's the bringing together the research to sort of enrich the course materials themselves, to the ability of looking at assessment and looking at the efficacy of these different approaches. All that expertise is here on campus, and we can tap into that. I think sort of digital education, digital materials really can accelerate the impact of the discoveries we have here at the University of Michigan. There are a lot of things that we do that occur here at the university that may not be visible, may not reach the sort of mainstream press for years because it has to be understood and translated into sort of layperson's language. I think that some of the things that we can do with digital education is take discoveries that we're working on right now in laboratories that are being presented to graduate students or talks on campus and recontextualize that much more quickly and raise awareness and have impact across the globe for health, policy, governance, business, you name it.